Good morning, class. So please all stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So once again, good morning, class. So for our attendance today, is there any absent? Okay, very good. So before we're going to start our new discussion, kindly pick up some pieces of paper under your table and arrange your chair properly. Class, as our classroom rules, what will you do if the teacher is talking in front of you? Okay, very good. So before we will start our discussion, I have here a short video clip in order for you to know and have an idea of what will be our topic for today.
In the form of pesticides, insecticides, and fertilizers during agriculture practices. The exploitation of minerals has also contributed to the destruction of the Earth's surface. And finally, waste, which is collected and sent to landfills, where the pollution actually begins. These are some of the main types of land pollution. Unfortunately, there are many more types. There can be catastrophic consequences of land pollution. In relation to humans, animals, and water. And finally, soils. It can cause breathing problems and skin problems, and various cancers.
Video. What have you observed upon watching the video clip? Okay, very good. So for now, I have here a simple activity, a jumbled word, and what you're going to do, class, is to arrange the jumbled words. So first, what is the answer? Very good. The second one, very good. And the third one, okay, good job, class. The fourth one, very good. The fifth, okay, a big hand, class. So here is the answer. So now that you have arranged the jumbled words, I know that you have idea on what will be our topic for today. Am I right, class? Okay, so our topic for today is all about human actions and land, which are loss of soil and pollution of the land. So first, let us discuss what is loss of soil, and afterwards, we'll also tackle about pollution of the land. So, loss of soil. Soil is naturally created when small pieces of weathered rocks and minerals mix with organic materials from decaying plants and animals. Soil creation is a slow process, taking many years. However, the soil that is created is constantly subjected to natural and man-made forces that disrupt it. So loss of soil refers to the removal or erosions of the top layer of soil from the surface of the earth. These can occur due to natural factors such as wind and water, or human activities such as deforestation, overgrazing, and poor agricultural practices. The loss of soil can have several negative impacts on the environment, including reduced soil fertility, decreased agricultural productivity, and increased flooding. It can also lead to desertification, which is the process of fertile land becoming desert as a result of various factors including prolonged drought and deforestation. So I have here, class, the examples of loss of soil. So the loss of soil is caused by various factors, including physical impacts such as floods, surface runoff, landslides, winds and storms, intensive tillage, and heavy machinery use. These factors can lead to the depletion of fertile topsoil, which contains essential nutrients for crops and is the fragile product of thousands of years of formation. The loss of topsoil decreases soil fertility, which can negatively affect crop yields and send soil-laden water downstream, causing heavy layers of sediment that prevent. So the loss of topsoil decreases soil fertility, which can negatively affect crop yields and send soil-laden water downstream, causing heavy layers of sediment that prevent streams and rivers from flowing smoothly and can eventually lead to landslides, flooding, and desertification. The effects of soil loss include landslides, flooding, desertification, water contamination, and a drop in food production worldwide. Soil erosion also causes huge losses to the economy. So, in order for us to prevent soil loss, sustainable land management practices are essential, such as using soil-friendly agricultural practices, terraced farming, hillside farm fields with full crop covered, intercropping, agroforestry, access to manure, alternating deep-rooted and shallow-rooted crops, offering incentives for land management, and implementing erosion prevention measures. So, sustainable land management can solve a multitude of problems, including protecting against soil erosion or loss of soil, improving land quality and productivity, and protecting this irreplaceable resource for the future. So let us now proceed to pollution of land, or the land pollution. So land pollution refers to the deterioration of the Earth's land surface at and below ground level. It is caused by the accumulation of solid and liquid waste materials that contaminate groundwater and soil. These waste materials are often referred to as municipal solid waste, or MSW, which includes both hazardous and non-hazardous waste. So, land pollution occurs when trash, compost, and other toxins are dumped on the land, contaminating, polluting it. Land pollution is caused by human activities such as littering and waste wash ashore from boats, oil rigs, and sewage treatment plants. The degradation of the Earth's land surface, both above and below ground level, is referred to as land pollution. The accumulation of solid and liquid waste products, which contaminate groundwater and soil, is the cause. The greater the permeability of the soil, the greater the risk of land contamination. In the 21st century, there isn't a single surface or space on Earth that hasn't in some way been impacted by pollution. The consequences are far-reaching for both the environment and human health, as different waste materials and pollutants like heavy metals, pesticides, plastics, litter, and pharmaceuticals sit on top of and leach into our soil. They can change and degrade its natural composition over time. Some pollutants can also go through a chemical transformation, creating secondary pollutants like fumaric and phthalic acid. Here also is the example of land pollution. Now, let us proceed to the causes of pollution of the land. While there are many causes of land pollution, the main contributor includes litter, waste, urbanization, construction, mining, extraction, and agriculture. Soil pollution is a form of land pollution which the soil upper layer is harmed. Overuse of chemicals, fertilizers, soil degradation caused by running water, and the other pest control measures contribute to loss of agricultural land, forest cover, and grazing pastures, among other things. So, agricultural activities. As animal production grows, it becomes decoupled from crop production, causing normal nutrient cycles between plants, soil, and animals to be severely disrupted, resulting in the widespread use of synthetic herbicides, insecticides, resulting in the widespread use of synthetic herbicides, insecticides, bactericides, and fertilizers, all of which contribute to pollution. So, mining activities. Mining has the potential to pollute the air and water supply, damage biodiversity and ecosystems, and permanently alter natural landscapes. Mining harms the ecosystem by destroying habitats, causing soil erosion and polluting surface water, groundwater, and soil. So, urbanization. Intensive urbanization will exacerbate poverty by preventing local municipalities from providing services to all residents, increased air pollution from concentrated energy usage has a direct effect on human health. Lead levels in urban air and elevated as a result of automobile emissions. So, nuclear waste. The soil is also contaminated by radioactive waste from nuclear research stations and nuclear power plants, as well as radioactive fallout from nuclear explosions. Since radioactive materials have a long half-life, they can survive in the soil for long periods of time. Let us proceed to the effects of pollution of the land. So the effects of pollution of the land pollution touches essentially every area of the living world, including contamination of drinking water, polluted soil, endangerment and extinction of species in wildlife, habitat destruction, habitat shifting, and increase in wildfires due to polluted areas often becoming very dry, increased air pollutions, increased soil pollutants, increased human health issues, including cancer, respiratory illnesses, increased human health issues, including cancer, respiratory illnesses, and congenital disabilities caused by exposure. So, the effects of land pollution can harm the human body in a variety of ways. Toxic waste and contaminants can be ingested by people. Disposal of hazardous radioactive waste also contributes to land contamination. Chronic respiratory disease, lung cancer, heart disease, and even brain damage are all long-term health consequences. So climate change, the land contamination such as that caused by mining, farming, and factories may allow harmful chemicals to enter the soil and water. These chemicals have the potential to kill animals and plants, destroying the food chain. Landfills emit methane, a greenhouse gas that contributes to global warming. So acid rain. Acid rain, the forest, especially those at higher elevations, can also harm by acid rain and fog. Acid deposits deplete vital nutrients like calcium and allow aluminum to be released into the soil, making it difficult for trees to absorb water. Acids also damage the leaves and needles of trees. Deterioration of fields. A chain reaction occurs as a result of soil contamination. It alters soil biodiversity, decreases soil organic matter, and reduces soil's filtering ability. It also contaminates water contained in the soil and groundwater, resulting nutrients imbalances in the soil. So respiratory can irritate your airways, causing shortness of breath, coughing, wheezing, asthma attacks, and chest pain. Lung cancer, heart attacks, strokes, and in the worst case scenario, premature death are also risks associated with land pollution exposure. So let us now move on to how to prevent pollution of land. So, clean up, environmental remediation consists of removing pollution from the soil, groundwater, or surface water. Green agriculture, sustainable forest management, proper waste disposal, the 3 R's rule, and education. So the 3 R's includes recycle, reuse, and reduce. Plant more trees, reuse materials, use manure for agriculture, cut down on the use of pesticides. So basically, reducing the use of non-biodegradable products will lower plastic pollution and eventually have an impact on land pollution. This is why it is very important to reuse and recycle every possible item. Education should always play a major role in efforts to protect the environment from land pollution. Environmental remediation consists of removing pollution from the soil, groundwater, and surface water. Bioremediation or microbes and phytoremediation or plants can be used to convert the pollutants into harmless products. These are natural solutions that need to be supported by in-depth actions. So sustainable agriculture is essential as it means to control the impact on the cultivated environment by minimizing the external contributions, by diversifying the cultures, and by using biological treatments. So be it for industrial or household waste, efficient waste disposal is one of the most effective ways of curbing land pollution. This especially applies to toxic and hazardous waste disposal. Reforestation avoids river and lake silting by reducing surface erosion and preserving the fertile topsoil. It prevents the soil surface from sealing and cuts down on the amount of rainwater that runs off. When compared to petroleum-based plastics, biodegradable plastics reduce significantly less waste. As biodegradable plastics degrade, they decompose into non-toxic, harmless components. So, for now, let us know what is the relationship between loss of soil and land pollution as human activities. So, the relationship between the loss of soil and land pollution as a result of human activities is closely related. We all know that human activities such as deforestation, industrial activities, improper waste disposal, and the use of chemicals in agriculture can contribute to both soil erosion and land pollution. So, the loss of soil and land pollution are closely interconnected issues that are largely driven by human activities. Land pollution, which refers to the degradation of soil by outside contaminants, is caused by the accumulation of solid and liquid waste materials that can contaminate the soil and threaten public health. So the main causes of land pollution includes the improper waste disposal, mining, illegal dumping, littering, and agriculture. So in summary, the main causes of land pollution include the improper disposal of waste, mining, illegal dumping and littering, and agriculture. The use of pesticides and chemical in farming and agriculture is a significant contributor to land pollution, as these substances can change and degrade the natural composition of soil, leading to the accumulation of toxic chemicals and hazardous substances. Sustainable agricultural practices, such as using natural ingredients and supporting environmentally conscious farmers, can help reduce the environmental impact of farming and agriculture and protect soil from land pollution. Urbanization also and construction are also major contributors to land pollution, as they often involve the clearing of land, the use of heavy machinery, and the generation of construction of. So, for your better and deeper understanding, I have here an activity and I want you to answer this activity. So, the direction for this activity is all you have to do is to choose the letter of the best answer, which this activity has a relation to our topic this morning. Activity, write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. So, I have here another activity. This activity is consists of worksheets for the land pollution or the pollution of the land and the loss of soil. And I want you to group yourselves into 4 and answer this activity. So again, class, what is loss of soil and land pollution or pollution of land? Okay, very good. So now that you have truly understand and gain knowledge about our lesson, kindly copy your assignment. Are we clear, class? Okay, very so much for that. Thank you for listening and have a good day.